The time has come for me to gift a very special golf disc, one that carries monumental, collectible, historic, and for me, a lot of sentimental value. At this time, I want to really extend my total appreciation and thanks to Jonathan Poole. Without his hesitation and pure commitment and enthusiasm, he was excited and honored to facilitate this occasion. In 43 years of collecting, approximately 1,500 flying discs later, I consider this one in the top 3 of my most prized discs of all. 20 years ago, the recipient of this disc became a 3-time PDGA World Champion as a new Innova Champion Discs team-sponsored player. Preceding the 2000 PDGA World Championships, Dave Dunapace was busy preparing the introduction of a new model. Dave wanted to get several of these new discs in the hands of the champ and Innova's newest sponsored female player. Earlier that same year, Dave Dunapace introduced the Champion Edition line to the sport, considered the best of all golf discs ever. While I don't know all of the facts, I believe that he sent 4 to Juliana and 4 to Kenny, so both players would have an opportunity to get comfortable with the new plastic compound and the mold. I think the TL mold may have been introduced with that, the T-Bird leopard bottom, but that's what they were. I believe those discs were some of the actual first runs ever produced. Of course, Juliana, as you know, became the 3-time Women's Open PDGA champion soon thereafter, later in the summer. Skipping forward to around 2004-2005, one evening I was on eBay in the buying mode for a disc to add to my collection. I wasn't on there 10 minutes when it appeared right in front of me. I could not believe my eyes. I was one of the first to see it listed on eBay. It was being sold with a buy it now option. Without hesitation, I clicked the button, making that disc part of the Friz Wiz collection. Fire engine, red, first run. It was also a blank. Then I realized on the bottom was that famous name. It was in excellent to near mint condition, as it still is today. It has been a centerpiece in my collection, displayed on my office wall for close to 15 years. Easily one of my most favorite in 43 years of collecting Frisbee flying discs. That disc is right here in my hand in blank form, and if we turn it over, we can see, I hope you can see, the name on that disc, and that person is, of course, Juliana Korver. I'm pretty sure she used this disc to help her win that 3rd World PDGA champion title as an Innova-sponsored player. And of course, that was in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I was also there as a competitor, and I watched her through the final 9, and I watched her make that final putt to secure another World Championship. And it was also the first time that we met. So in all, with everything going on here, this is the very big wow moment for me. And I'll just end with saying, Juliana, I hope you enjoy your new disc. I guess what I meant to say is your old disc. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
This championship has been built on the USGDC Rock for years and years and years, and the partner program that is sort of the foundation. And so we've had a lot of partners along the way who've collected these discs and traded these discs, and that's enabled us to raise the money to do the thing, to put the thing on. I got this call. I was literally driving up here, and I got this call, and this guy said, "Man, there's something I got to do. I've been waiting a long time to do this. I've been looking for the best opportunity to do it, and I've never had it, but now's the time." So, let you open it. You can read the note, but he really wanted you to have it, and you're just going to see.
I know what it is. Oh, I think this is original.
So,
oh my gosh, look at that brand new candy from 2000.
Yeah, early. I mean, that was one of the very first. But we have a video that tells a little bit about the story. But Kurt Lampkin
Yes.
has been, a good friend and a big supporter of the championship for years. He's a huge fan of yours. He bought this on eBay. He sat down one night, and you can see the story. But he sat down one night looking to buy something, and this popped up, and he couldn't believe it, and he bought it immediately. And for a guy that has 1,500 plus discs that are very valuable and important to him, this has been the one that he said is like, one of the prize pieces of his collection, and it's been on his wall in his office for more than 15 years.
When I first switched to Innova, these had just come out, and it was Christmas time, and I had a box of 100 red Valkyries, T-Birds, maybe Firebirds, though I never really had Firebirds, and went out to Joshua Tree for some rock climbing, and I can remember throwing all over the place, not knowing that these are going to be worth $100 a piece in the future.
Right.
And a couple times when I was touring pro, we would just take our extras and just sell them for $3 a piece. And Kurt actually told me that, I think Cam Top might have bought this and then put it on eBay and sold it for $100. He did that with a couple of the discs that he purchased from me. And I do remember Kurt telling me that he had a non-stamped candy first run with my name on it. This really brings back memories. This one's special.
I mean, it just meant so much to him for you to get this, and like I said, he's waited a long time for this opportunity, and it just sort of clicked that now was the time. That is now yours. So I'm just the facilitator here. I mean, but I know it means the world to him, and hopefully that's a cool part of your history that you can now hold on to for however long you want.